welcome to everyone. I'm pleased to share more about Oki's scaling model with you today. I'm Gerda with UNICEF. I've initiated Oki and lead the team. And with me here today is Mayuri.
Hello, I'm Mayuri from Splash, which is the franchise partner of Oki. And along with our team, we localized and launched Oki India West Bengal. Thank you, and over to Gerda.
Thank you. So, from the very beginning, Oki was conceptualized to scale. We had heard from girls all over the world that they want a trusted digital source, like Oki, to learn about periods and reproductive health. So when Oki was co-created and prototyped, it was with girls from two very different countries, Indonesia and Mongolia. Understanding the realities of girls in such very different contexts, that helped to build the software to be modular and adaptable to any context, language, or girl-specific requirements. The scaling approach we use for Oki is driven by our deep belief that we can achieve more together. Bringing Oki to girls around the world cannot be done alone or in any centralized way. It needs many, many like-minded partners and collaborators like you from all sectors of society and industry, with girls, of course, leading the way. And the scaling should not just be a rollout of a standard tool to more girls. We want to scale wide, but we also want to scale deep, which means we constantly want to improve and iterate the functions, the design, content, or create multi-platform Oki products to also bring Oki to the most marginalized girls and communities. We would be very excited to work with all of you on Oki scaling, so please be in touch. At the heart of Oki scaling are three key concepts: open source, social franchising, and using a single tenancy model. I will now talk about each of these in a bit more detail. Open source means that the Oki code is publicly available and written in a way that anyone can use it, amend it, or distribute it. Oki's content is also open source because Oki's content should benefit all girls, even if they don't use Oki or only have access to other platforms for learning about menstruation and puberty. And our Oki open source content has already been used by partners from all over the world. For example, PSI, Population Services International, has included some Oki content in their big sister chatbot in Nigeria. Or Girl Effect integrated some content in the Big Sis chatbot in South Africa and Tanzania. Oki content is now also part of the information of a website called Internet of Good Things that does not need any connectivity. It is provided by UNICEF in Southern and Eastern Africa region. And some Oki content was also included in school curricula or teacher trainings via UNFPA support. However, the Oki brand itself is not open source, so that girls can recognize the trusted brand, which is supported by UNICEF and partners when they look for downloading a period tracker app. Only social franchisees can use the Oki brand. So let's get into the social franchise model. It is similar to commercial franchising, with an independent organization is allowed to use or distribute a service or a product. However, the big difference to the commercial approach is that it's not transactional and not for a profit. So social franchising is to achieve social impact together. For Oki, the franchise license is free of charge and there are no royalties collected. But of course, there are clear rules of engagement in the license agreement, like what principles and standards to adhere to. Our legal team works with the license partners to understand the social franchise model and the license itself. And with the signed franchise license, the Oki partners can localize and deploy the app together with girls and with support from UNICEF and many partners in their countries and beyond. To date, we have 11 amazing Oki franchise partners. Most of them are local, non-profit organizations which have a deep commitment to empowering girls in their country. They have an interest in working with partners and an interest in digital technology. But tech capacities are not a must. Partners can team up with others, or they contract tech companies to help with the Oki build out and the hosting. Also, international NGOs like Plan International or private sector companies like Pixframe in Mexico can be Oki franchisees. Now, lastly, an important ingredient to our scaling is a single tenant model. As I've mentioned at the beginning, Oki is not envisioned to be one centralized service to girls. Each localized Oki version is a standalone mobile app in that country, developed, hosted, and maintained by the Oki franchisee. This allows for easier customization of Oki, and it makes it also much easier to manage and iterate each Oki app. Yet, all versions benefit from the global app upgrades, security patches, or other improvements. I hope this provided a helpful summary of our scaling model. Now over to Mayuri from Splash, our franchise partner in India, West Bengal, to hear about their experiences as an Oki franchisee.
Thank you, Gerda. I would like to start by first emphasizing on shared values. Oki's underlying philosophy of putting girls first aligns with one of Splash's core values, people first, people second, people third. What has worked so far from the beginning is this alignment of our values. This value guided us even during the review process by our legal teams of the franchise license agreement. Gerda mentioned this earlier, and I would like to emphasize again. The social franchise license is without license fee, and it is royalty-free. Now, working on an app was new for us. While initially the technical part of the app seemed a little daunting, but thanks to the support of the Oki global team, we were able to start the localization process smoothly. Finding a technical partner who helped us launch the beta version of the app in Hindi and Bengali for user testing was our first big milestone. Oki India West Bengal has been launched and is available on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Now, a couple of highlights from our journey as a franchise partner. We are the first Oki partner to conduct remote user testing. It was a decision we had to take due to COVID-19 and school closures in Kolkata. If you want to learn more about our user testing experience, we have co-written a blog with the Oki global team, which was published this April. Another knowledge product we have co-developed with the Oki global team as a franchise partner is a toolkit on conducting remote user consultations with girls. Now, for us as a franchise partner, the learning events organized by the Oki global team with other Oki franchisees, regular check-ins, and the resource bank created by them has been helpful throughout this journey. Learning and doing never stops with Oki. Right now, it is digital marketing and user engagement. We are working on our strategy to reach out to more users. And I mentioned about the resource bank created by the Oki global team. So it was a good starting point for us to create our own brand assets, such as Oki social media posts and ads. And that is our story so far as a franchisee partner to build Oki India West Bengal as an app, which is for girls, by girls, period. Thank you.